Welcome everybody to the 50th installment of the Straight Edge Game Room. Today we got something special. We're going to review a Famicom Disk System game that I downloaded to the Wii. And joining us today is the little dude. Say hello, little dude. He's not much of a talker, but he's a lot of fun. Alright, I got my adapter that allows me to use a NES controller on the Wiimote. Let's see if the little dude is ready. I think he's ready. Oh man, you've already had 2 sodas? What are we gonna do with you, kid?
Look, little dude! Look! It's you!
I believe it was November of 2018, I get a text from my younger brother letting me know that Nintendo's about to close the shop for the Wii. So I shelled out a few bucks and decided to buy some games before they closed that down permanently. Among them was Lancer, which is awesome, and regrettably Sonic the Hedgehog 4, a decision I'm regretting still to this day, and this game. Graphically, this game's not visually impressive, even for the time that it came out, but the gameplay is actually a lot of fun. You play as a not-so-helpless infant baby with a rattle that turns its enemies into balloons, which you can ride upon for a short period of time and bounce them around. Hey, if that sounds weird, hopping on turtles and kicking them like soccer balls isn't quite normal either. Yes, it's another platformer on the NES, but this one does things a little bit differently, and I like how they mix it up with the different layouts of the levels. Aesthetically, this game kinda reminds me of Alex Kidd in Miracle World, and the gameplay is similar in some ways, but it does its own thing and it does have that Konami feel. And how many bad games has Konami put out? Not many. Of course, there was Bill Elliott's NASCAR Challenge on the Game Boy, but we'll save that for another day. How do you like that? A level made mostly of cake. Let's see if the little dude wants a zebra cake.
Take it easy! Alright, you. There's the cake. Now you can have it. Are you enjoying that?
You know, I'm probably gonna regret letting him have so much sugar. One thing you gotta master is when to inflate your enemies and how to bounce them around, because if you don't get this down right, you could bounce them in a way where they'll come back to you and you'll take damage. Once you inflate your enemies, you can temporarily use them as a floating platform, but don't stay on them too long. Once they explode, you take damage. Understanding the physics of bouncing your inflated enemies around is crucial to beating these bosses, because that's the only way you can deal damage. Once you knock that boss off the screen, the fairies come to introduce you to the next level, and the challenge increases. Hey little dude, you had quite a lot of sugar today. How you feeling? Hey, are you okay?
There, relax, buddy. Here, you play for a while.
There are also different types of platforming levels that this game mixes up, like this one that plays kinda like Kid Icarus. For those of you who don't know what a Kid Icarus level is like, you can go off to the right side of the screen and reappear on the left side, but you gotta keep moving up, and once you fall, there's no scrolling back down to the platforms you were previously on. It's death. So jump and platform wisely, otherwise you're gonna lose a life. And then there's levels like this that I really hate, where you're inverted and you have to play upside down. I've never cared for these kind of levels. This game has 7 different worlds, but they're divided into 3 different levels. Thankfully, this game has infinite continues. However, if you die on one of the worlds, you have to start all over again on the first level of that particular world, but at least you don't have to go back to World 1. Each different world has new sets of bosses that you battle, and the challenge increases a bit as it gets a little more trickier. However, I found that the final boss wasn't all that difficult. I beat him on my first try, but to be perfectly honest with you, I got several game overs on World 7 before I finally reached the final boss. I'm just glad I was able to finally beat this game. Bio Miracle Bokutte Upa. Gosh, I hope I pronounced that correctly. The game doesn't do anything to reinvent the wheel, but it's still a lot of fun. It's amusing to look at. I'm just glad it was readily available at the time that I purchased it. It's such a shame that these games are becoming more obscure. Hopefully this game gets another re-release internationally on some platform or another, because it is a lot of fun and I think more people need to experience it. Well, that about wraps it up for the 50th episode of the Straight Edge Game Room. Thanks for watching. I appreciate those who have been with me from the very beginning. If you're a newcomer, please hit the like button if you enjoyed this video and subscribe for future episodes. Also, don't forget to reference my video catalog for past episodes. If you guys have any suggestions for any video game or video game accessory you'd like to see me review, please drop it down in the comments, and I'll see you again next time.